Look, let's be honest, cash is a bit of a relic, isn't it? It's like a payphone or a fax machine. You know it exists, but you're genuinely surprised when you see one in the wild. We're all slowly but surely drifting towards a world without physical money. And why wouldn't we? Cash is clumsy. It's that crumpled $20 bill you forgot in your jeans pocket before doing laundry. It's the fistful of sticky coins the cashier gives you as change, which you then immediately lose in the abyss of your car's center console. It's dirty, inconvenient, and frankly, a little bit gross when you think about where it's been. The appeal of going cashless is blindingly obvious. It's about speed, it's about simplicity. You tap your phone, you swipe your card, and boom, transaction complete. You can buy an artisanal pickle from a farmer's market or a questionable hot dog from a street vendor with the same effortless flick of the wrist. No more fumbling for exact change while a line of increasingly impatient people behind you silently judges your life choices. The pandemic, of course, put a rocket booster on this trend. Suddenly, handling physical money felt like playing hot potato with a virus, and everyone sprinted towards contactless payments. It's clean, it's fast, and it feels modern. This convenience is the shiny, irresistible lure drawing us in. Companies have made it so seamless that you barely even think about the money leaving your account. It's just a series of taps and beeps. They've turned spending money into a fun little video game, complete with satisfying sound effects. You can split a dinner bill with friends using an app, order groceries without leaving your sofa, and subscribe to a service that sends you a monthly box of exotic socks. It's a world built for maximum ease, designed to remove every possible barrier between you and the thing you want to buy. And who doesn't love easy? But here's the thing about things that are incredibly easy. They often come with a hidden cost, a tiny line of fine print that you scrolled past without reading. And in our rush to ditch our wallets for our phones, we might be signing up for something far more significant than just a new way to pay for coffee. We are trading in the anonymity of that crumpled bill for a digital breadcrumb trail. A trail that follows us everywhere we go, recording every single purchase, from the mundane to the deeply personal. And that, my friends, is where our story gets a little less convenient and a lot more complicated. So, how does this magic work? When you tap your card or phone, you're not just paying for a latte. You're creating a digital record. That transaction zips through a complex network, starting from the store's terminal, going to their bank, then to a payment network like Visa or MasterCard, and finally to your bank, which gives the thumbs up. Each one of these stops on the digital highway takes a little snapshot of your purchase. What you bought, where you bought it, when you bought it, and for how much. It's all logged, time-stamped, and stored away in a massive data center somewhere in the middle of nowhere. This system is incredibly efficient, which is why we love it. Think about it. You can instantly see your entire spending history on your banking app. It's fantastic for budgeting. You can see precisely how much you spent on tacos last month, and you can either be proud of that number or have a moment of deep personal reflection. Companies use this data to offer you rewards, discounts, and personalized ads. Hey, they say, we noticed you buy a lot of cat food. Here's a coupon for more cat food. It feels helpful, like they get you. And in a way they do. But every single one of these transactions adds another brushstroke to a very detailed portrait of you. A portrait that you didn't ask to be painted. It's not just about the tacos or the cat food. It's about the books you buy, the political donations you make, the pharmacy you visit, or the specific doctor's office where you pay a copay. Each payment is a tiny confession. It reveals your habits, your routines, your interests, your health, and even your beliefs. It's a diary of your life written in dollars and cents, and you're not the only one who gets to read it. The problem is this trail of data is permanent. Unlike a cash transaction, which is essentially anonymous and leaves no trace, a digital payment is forever. It's a permanent mark on your record. That data is a gold mine. Not just for the company that sold you the product, but for data brokers, advertisers, and potentially the government. They can see the patterns in your life. They know you buy coffee every morning at 8:15 a.m. from the same shop. They know you visit a specific bar every Friday night. They know more about your daily routine than your own mother does. And that's a little unsettling. Now, let's talk about surveillance. This isn't some far-fetched dystopian fantasy. When all of your financial data is digitized and centralized, it becomes incredibly easy for others to access it. Imagine a government wanting to know more about its citizens. Instead of old-fashioned detective work, they could just request your financial records. They could see if you've donated to a protest group, purchased books they deem subversive, or paid for a membership to a particular organization. This isn't theoretical. Governments already have immense power to subpoena financial records for investigations. In a fully cashless society, that power becomes absolute. It's not just Big Brother you have to worry about, it's also big business. Corporations are ravenous for your data. They use your purchase history to build a shockingly detailed profile of you. They can predict what you'll buy next, and they can manipulate you into buying it. If your data shows you've been searching for baby products, get ready for an avalanche of ads for diapers, cribs, and baby formula. This might seem harmless, just targeted marketing. But what if your insurance company gets access to data showing you buy a lot of fast food and cigarettes? They might decide you're a higher risk and raise your premiums. The potential for misuse is enormous. Think about being denied a loan because your spending habits are flagged as unstable by an algorithm you can't see or challenge. Or imagine being put on a watch list because your travel patterns and purchases look suspicious to a computer program. In a world without cash, you lose the ability to make private purchases. You can't buy a sensitive medical product, a gift for a loved one, or even just a guilty pleasure magazine without leaving a digital footprint that someone, somewhere can analyze, judge, and use against you. Your financial life becomes an open book. This creates a chilling effect. If you know every transaction is being monitored, you might change your behavior. You might avoid donating to certain charities or buying certain books. You might stop visiting places you fear could be misinterpreted. This isn't freedom. It's self-censorship, driven by the fear of being watched. The simple private act of exchanging money for a good or service becomes a public declaration. We lose a small but crucial piece of our autonomy when we can no longer conduct our affairs without being tracked and cataloged by unseen forces. That is a very high price to pay for convenience. So are we doomed to live in a financial panopticon? Not necessarily, but we have to be smart about it. We need to demand better privacy protections as we move into this digital future. One of the most promising ideas is the development of privacy-enhancing technologies. Think of things like encrypted payment systems or digital cash that works more like physical cash, anonymous and untraceable. Technologists are working on creating digital currencies that don't require a central authority to verify every transaction, giving users back control over their financial data. It's a complex challenge, but it's not impossible. Furthermore, we need stronger laws. Right now, data privacy regulations are a messy patchwork that varies wildly from one place to another. We need clear, robust rules that strictly limit who can access our financial data and for what purpose. Companies should be required to be transparent about what data they collect and how they use it. And you, the consumer, should have the absolute right to control your own information, to see it, to correct it, and to delete it. Data ownership should belong to the individual, not the corporation that collected it. We shouldn't have to trade our privacy for the ability to buy a sandwich. On a personal level, we can also be more mindful. We can support businesses that still accept cash, keeping the option alive. We can use privacy-focused tools when available, like browsers that block trackers and virtual payment cards that obscure our real financial details. It's about making conscious choices instead of blindly accepting the most convenient option offered to us. Being aware of the trade-offs is the first step. We need to ask questions and push back against the idea that constant surveillance is the unavoidable price of progress. It doesn't have to be. Ultimately, the move towards a cashless society presents us with a fundamental choice. It's a choice between unthinking convenience and deliberate privacy. We can have the benefits of digital payments, the speed, the ease, the security, without surrendering our right to a private life. But it won't happen on its own. It requires us to demand more from our technology, our companies, and our governments. The future of money is digital, that much is clear. But the future of our privacy is still up for grabs, and it's a fight we can't afford to lose.